I'm fine.
Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of the Orange Men Podcast. Dave and Clinton here with you, coming live from the bunker in Pennsylvania, hiding out from all our...
Is that what we're doing?
Political... No, not really. I just had to move, and here we are.
All right.
But it sounds good. So, good to see you, buddy.
Down in the sub-basement.
The subterranean tundra.
It does look like a bunker, actually.
It does. A lot of concrete. I got my supplies over there.
I feel like we're in like a ISIS beheading video scene.
It's funny. I'd like to turn the camera around so everybody could see what we're looking at, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that suspenseful.
Suspenseful. It's a bloody wall with a...
I got a lot of Joe... Bloody what? Bloody wall.
Bloody wall with the...
blood splatter.
Yeah.
I got a lot of...
a lot of Joe.
Yeah, a lot of Joe Biden videos.
A lot of Joey. He's been talking a lot of shit lately, and the numbers really don't add up, which is the sad part. I mean, I guess it's good, but...
It's not sad. The guy's a retard.
The idiots... Listen, there was never a point where I was like... Everything Trump said, I believe. You know what I mean? Like, I still question the stuff he was saying. Well, the lowest unemployment numbers within the African-American community. All right, I'd look into it. The most jobs created in this month, I would look into it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to question everything and still question everything to this day. With this group, they're just lying about everything. And it's so physically easy to find. And yet, the people on their side just go, yeah.
Well, because they're being...
They want it.
Propped up by
They want it to be
the media.
Yes.
And the people watching go, well, if President says it and CNN says it, it must be true.
All right. If it's on the internet, it must be true.
It's the same thing.
Listen, I've been saying from the start, like, the labor and statistics numbers are way off. I sent you a thing, too. It was like, I was going to screen, but I sent it to you. It was like all the companies that were doing layoffs just in January. It was like, I don't know if you scrolled through the site, but it was like major companies. It was like 2,800, 3,900, 1,500, 500. You know what I mean? Like 3M was laying off 2,900 people. Like it's this, not just this picture, but this was just the tech companies. And I mean, look at that. Amazon, 18,000 people. But yet Joe wants to tell us, the Democrats want to tell us that the job numbers are great.
Yeah.
Well, they're lying. They're ridiculous.
Well, they're also saying, oh, it's just the tech companies.
No, it's
tech companies overhired.
Yeah.
They're playing that game.
What a one automotive. I think it was the Ford plant in Detroit. They were laying off 1,800 workers come February, and they were moving that operation. They sent them the memo, you know, their pink slips in the first 2 weeks in December. Like, hey, listen, it's been great. Come February, you don't have a job. Yeah. Like, you couldn't wait till after Christmas to fuck everybody over. And they're moving whatever was going on in that plant down to Mexico. But Joe's the union guy, Mr. Union, Captain Union.
Summer, plenty of Wall Street Allisters.
I don't know Wall Street Allisters either. Who's he talking?
Who's a Wall Street Allister? Listen to this guy.
Yeah. Summer, plenty of Wall Streat analysts were saying that by the end of the year there'd be a recession. They've been telling me since I got elected we're going to be in a recession. Every time we've gone, we've gotten better.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out, thank God, they were wrong.
But what did he say? Every we gotten better.
Every year they've gotten better. He's lying.
But wait, he didn't say that.
Well, it turns out, thank God, they were wrong.
Wait a minute.
We've gotten better.
Oh,
every time we've gone, we've gotten better.
Every time we've gone?
It turns out, thank God, they were wrong.
What do you mean every time we've gone?
Well, it's every year is what he's trying to say. Yeah.
What is he doing?
Well, when he yells for emphasis, it draws the crowd in and it gets his point across.
Oh, does it? I like when he goes, I'll do it. He reminds me of the Amityville Horror.
Well, that's another thing. Like,
get out.
Like we're living through it. How are you telling us that there's not a recession?
Fucking douchebag.
Eggs are $5 to $6 depending on where you go.
Hey. Quit complaining. Yeah, look at this video.
I love this one.
The guy is such a retard.
Well, there was one that was before. I don't think I sent it to you, but
look at him. I'm not answering any.
Well, this is where he was talking about how I'm
getting millions of dollars from Burisma.
This was there. Before this, there was a clip. I put it on. It's on Instagram, but it was like the clip was where they were working on bipartisanship, like infrastructure plans and stuff like that, and the Republicans are at fault and trying to turn it back. And then, of course, the media is yelling questions, and you see Kamala, Chuck Schumer, and obviously Joey here just laughing because they don't care. They're not worried about answering real questions. It's been almost 80 days since Joe had a real press conference, and those were set up fake-ass questions where he had a cue card of Bill.
Ask the question you're supposed to ask.
Yeah, don't ask anything off of here. April, you over there, the young lady.
Remember that question we told you to ask? Go ahead and ask.
Young lady to the left. So this is why he's laughing, because he knows he's not answering shit, and he's not allowed to, and we're getting fleeced and listen.
Fucked.
Here's the thing. Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on,
yes,
we're all getting screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's a even ass fucking.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's just your guy that's doing it to you when you were like,
Joe Biden.
I voted for this guy, and why is this happening?
Don't ask me any questions. I'll sit here all pompously and laugh at all you dumb motherfuckers. Hey, come on. Drink your water. Make it look like you're busy. Hey, Chuck Schumer. This is pretty fun, isn't it? I can't believe they're trying to ask us questions that they already know the answers to. Let me get this booger out of here. Maybe next time I'll eat it in front of the media. This guy's a douche canoe. Answer some fucking questions, you dingus.
I can't, because it's, I mean, and even the one question you heard the lady say was like about Mike Pence and his
in his papers. We're gonna get into that in the next episode.
Classified papers, but still, like, you don't, like, they're just laughing at us. Your side, my side, their side. You know what I mean? Like,
their side, my side.
They don't care. And now it's like onto the blame game of, well, guess who's holding everything up?
The Republicans.
Gas prices are up.
Them evil MAGA
Deficit
Republicans.
Went up.
Evil MAGA Republicans.
Right.
There you go. Here's another Joe.
The deficit went up 4 years in a row, accounting for 40% of the entire 200 years of debt.
What?
You hear me?
Yes.
No president added more to the debt in 4 years than my president.
Yep.
Than you, dingus.
25% of our
misspoke.
debt.
25%.
Oh, he only added 25%.
After he misspoke about telling about himself.
I think what he meant to say was nobody added more debt to the present than my predecessor is what he meant to say. But because he's fucking reading cue cards and can't actually speak a full sentence, he fucked it up.
He sure did. Okay.
It's the same. We talked about that with the deficit and the debt, where it's made up.
In God's name, with the American.
It's
I love this video.
made up fucking numbers. Like McConaughey says, it's all fugazi, and it's numbers over here. We've put them over there, and now it's all in the middle. Like
Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
Or Mitch McConaughey?
No, Matthew McConaughey from Wolf of Wall Street, when he's like, it's all fucking.
Oh. It's all feathers in the wind.
Yeah, it's all made up shit to go, wow. The deficit has nothing to do with the debt, like we talked about before. You know what I mean? Like,
right. There's
the
the deficit, and then there's the debt. If you need me to explain it to you, just let me know, because I will take care of that for you.
Well, the debt is at $31 trillion on the books. It's up to 150 to maybe 200 on unfunded liabilities, which is your Social Security and all your other pensions that
you can't afford to pay out.
Nobody knows about because
of the
We're not allowed.
Got another Joe video.
This one's good.
In God's name, would the Americans give up the progress we made for the chaos they're suggesting? I don't get it. That's why the MAGA Republicans deliberately choose to inflict this kind of pain on the American people. Why? Why? This nation has gone through too much. We've come too far to let that happen. I will not let it happen. Not on my watch. I will veto everything they send me.
Fucking guy.
I will veto everything they send.
MAGA Republicans. Why would you want to give up what you've gained for us, Joe? Well, let's talk about what you've gained.
What is it?
Higher fuel prices.
Right.
Inflation
Well,
at a
that's
40-year high.
it's climate events and the war in Ukraine is the
Well,
reason.
he's given us the war in Ukraine.
We keep funding the war in Ukraine, which is ridiculous because I thought the Democrats were against war.
No, they love war. It's a money-making
Now it's
machine.
not it. Yeah, I know. Did you wait? Real quick, did the gas prices go up like 40 cents
Yes, they did.
in a night?
Yep. They
Did I miss that?
You sure did. You
Like
went
the
to
Wawa in
you went
Jersey
to
was
sleep.
like the Wawa in Jersey was like $3.35, so I would get 35 gallons just to get 10 gallons of fuel. And then Friday I was like,
$35.
well, $35, yeah. So I would get 10 gallons. And then Friday I went and I was like, can I get what the it's like 370 something, 371.3, whatever. And
that's for regular.
yeah, that is for regular.
Yeah,
'Cause-
that's fine. That's all right.
But
It's all
that's the
Trump's fault.
Republicans' fault because
Trump.
they've been there 16 days and now it's their fault in climate events and I just it's so frustrating. And listen, if the guy, I mean, like you said just a couple minutes ago,
What are your
like,
national security questions?
like just tell me, give me something that is positive. What's he done? What's he given us? Not given us, but like a policy or like even the war in Ukraine. I was talking about it with the one guy at work. Like at least like 9/11 at the time, everybody was like, let's go get the terrorists. We can all back that. Here we are. We've already probably spent close to over $1 trillion.
$50 bajillion?
Over $1 trillion for this
$50 bajillion.
for this war in Ukraine that
No one gives
probably
a shit
majority of the country don't care about because it doesn't bother us. We're not involved. At least, like I said, by the time like 15 years in a war on terror, everybody's like, where can we stop this now? Like, did we get this guy?
If I ran Ukraine, if I was the Ukrainian president, I would sit down with the fucking Russian president and say, dude,
Well, he doesn't want to do that.
what the fuck do you want?
Putin and the leaders in Ukraine, I mean, they say Moscow and, you know,
Well,
they want to sit down for peace talks. And he's like, nope.
who says no?
Zelensky and those guys.
Well, that's my point.
Because they don't want it. They're getting funded. First
I
off,
know they're getting billions and billions of dollars. This guy's got houses and mansions all over the fucking country. He
well,
don't
his
give a
his
fucking
wife
rat's
was
head.
in Italy. His wife was in Italy. Spent $40,000 on a shopping spree. Three guys died in like a helicopter crash because now they're trying to clean up the corruption. There was one guy running around in like Spain on the superhighway in like a Porsche. What's the supercar, RSS or RG? I don't know, whatever it is. But it's like a $300,000 Porsche supercar, and he got fired. So, like, these guys aren't even in their country anymore. They're like, yo, we're out. We're living our lives. Thank you for our piece of the money, Joe.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
But it's not even us. Like, it's Germany. I saw France is like funding it. People like there's people
right.
are-
My point is that as the United States of America, you got to move this guy to the negotiating table.
No.
You can't just say, here's all this money you need. Here's all the tanks you need. Here's all the I love your Abrams video, by the way. Stacey Abrams tanks. That's
Well,
funny.
yeah, the guy at our work, I mean, you know who he is. He said all that shit that we sent over there, Russia destroyed it. We just don't see it on videos. It's all destroyed. He said the Russians like blew it all up and they fucked everything up. So those tanks are going to be destroyed in a matter of probably a couple of days once they get over there. the Patriot missile systems that we sent over there, the reason why we didn't send the long-range missiles was because they didn't want it would be an act of war if
we shot missiles into the Russian territory.
Right. So we had to send the short-range missiles, even if they could get, like...
Yeah, it's insane. It's stupid. But they're never going to tell you the complete truth. It's just about it's a money laundering scheme is what it is.
I mean, there's
no real leadership.
You know who's making
in this
the money?
country.
The military industrial,
the Davos fucking clown.
Well, the industrial complex.
Fucking comes
well, he spoke at Davos too, Zelensky, and he was in there like, I need more money.
Give me more money. I need more money. Give me more money.
He was doing his fucking money dance.
He's a piece of shit too. I don't understand it.
Oh, he's a propped up puppet.
Why anybody gives him the fucking time of day? It's ridiculous.
Well, when a bigger country picks on a smaller country, and that bigger country is more powerful than
okay, Kamala. Fucking Kamala.
More powerful than the smaller country.
When the big country picks on the little.
That's bad.
They're powerful.
Right. So we have to help.
Okay.
Listen, there's a war in Yemen that's been going on since Obama started it, and nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares. All right, one more Biden video, then we're out of here. This guy. I love when his teeth start falling out and he has to go. It's funny as hell.
Right.
Manufacturing jobs continue to go up stronger than any time in the last 40 years. And I don't think it's unfair to say that this is all evidence that the Biden economic plan, because y'all is actually working. It's working. It really is.
It really, no joke.
And there's no question.
Excuse
By
me.
the way, my mother were here, she would have had me say at the outset, I apologize for my back when I'm speaking to y'all. I'm sorry. But
sorry.
Look, we're moving in the right direction. Now we've got to protect those gains. Got to protect those gains that our policies have generated. Protect them from the MAGA Republicans in the House of Representatives.
The MAGA.
Who are threatening to destroy this progress.
Yeah.
Look, you know, this ain't your father's Republican Party. This
Thank God.
is a different breed of cat, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard as it is to believe. They want to pass legislation to do the following things. I've been saying this, no one believed it until they start to introduce this stuff.
All right.
They want to raise your gas prices.
Yeah, that's what
They
we
want
want
to
to
cut taxes for billionaires.
Yeah, we want to save
who
the
pay
billionaires.
virtually only 3% of their income
Yeah,
now.
because we're that
3% they
stupid.
pay.
Yeah.
You know, a babysitter pays more than that.
Yeah, okay, dumbass.
And they want to impose a this one I love. They want to impose a 30% national sales tax on everything from food, clothing, school supplies, housing, cars, a whole deal, 30%. Oh, you think I'm
all right? The 30%, yeah, and then you would get in the income tax, but he's leaving that part out.
Of course, he's leaving that part out.
Trying to
It's a
tout
30%.
economic numbers,
Listen,
which are
I don't think
fairly-
I don't think a 30% sales tax is a good idea either. But the guy wasn't honest and said they want to do a 30% sales tax and get rid of the federal income tax.
Yeah.
That means you can get rid of the IRS.
Yes.
But that's what you really need to do. Get
So
rid of
in
them
the last 2
scum suckers.
years, with all this gig work with like Instacart, Uber, DoorDash and everything else that a lot of people are working on now, which is they're working there and it's showing as they're not, I guess they don't show up on unemployment because they're making an income, and they also don't show up in the numbers because it's gig work. So it's like it's not scheduled, it's you won't see those numbers until they do what? They're 1099 or whatever it is at the end of the year.
Mhm.
But they're taxing the fucking shit out of you. This guy's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's people that are like, I can't even do this anymore because I'm getting shit on for trying to do a side hustle, trying to make some extra money.
Look at all those poor Uber people that can't even, they can't afford their fucking gas and their insurance because of this fucking clown. And then he's going to tax them on top of it?
Well, no, I know. But or did we forget about how the Cash App and anything over $600, if you were like selling jerseys out of your bunker,
Not me.
Trying to make a couple extra bucks on a year. But I mean, you're different because that's regulated because it's through PayPal. But my point is like if you were selling, like let's say you were a hustler guy that like shows up at the sneaker shops, grabs these these new sneaks that are limited edition. You wait in line and you You buy them for $100, you sell them for $300, and the guy's like, "Oh, here's your Cash App, $300, and then here's another $300 for another pair, and then here's another like." They want to see those transactions, and then they're going to tax you on top of that because you're generating income for yourself.
Just a poor guy trying to make a couple extra bucks to get by.
Yeah.
But no.
You're not circumventing the system. You're
But the point is, if you really were taxing the rich and then tax them and leave us alone.
That statement is so false because
no, of course it's false.
Because the rich pay most taxes.
But the rich are them.
They also like the whole Donald Trump tax returns, and he only, like he said in his debates, he pays the taxes that the loopholes allow or not allow him to take.
Yeah. Yep.
If you're a business financial and you have properties and certain assets, you're able to write those off into your taxes as loss or gains. Chances are he's not collecting a profit on certain situations because why?
Why?
Because that's how it's written into the law. He may be a billionaire, but he's taking these losses on certain other things. So it's like, well, I took a loss here, but I made here.
Well, I took legal losses. That's the
exactly
loopholes that the rich people put in for themselves.
That Congress wrote.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got Pelosi. Did you hear what they fucking
Oh,
did?
yeah. That was ridiculous this week. Or I guess it was like early last month where they sold off all their Google shares and then
$3 million.
The FCC goes after Google for something or like that. Like, all right.
So now Google's getting sued for something.
Too bad we don't have the Pelosi underpants hammer attack because I heard that was pretty special. The body cam of that.
Yeah, something up with that.
Well, they probably doctored it to make it look legit.
Yeah, well, on the news they made it sound like they had video of the guy actually breaking in.
Oh, did they?
Then did you hear the 911 call? The guy was standing next to him.
Yeah, no, I did. Because he's my friend.
Yeah. He says he's a friend of the family. But I don't know. Dude, we've had sex 17 times.
I know we talked about it. Like, when...
I've gobbled your goo.
When is enough with these people? Like, when is, like...
It's never going to be enough.
Like Pelosi, Joe Biden, John Kerry.
When they die.
No, I know. But, like, you have enough money. Like, you have enough money. Go enjoy it.
Do they? See, the problem is when you're a person like that who thieves and connives and cheats and lies and steals to get your millions,
yeah,
you got to stay on top of that. It's a stressful situation because if you don't continue your scams, you're going to lose it.
Yeah, well,
for them, it's such a stressful.
He's already almost 80 years old.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
He's going to stress until the day he dies to keep what he's got.
Well, he was selected.
And her too.
But even like Bill Gates, like, dude, go live your life and leave everybody the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
It's not enough for them, though.
I get it. I understand.
It's all about power.
Like, if I had $80 million,
People are so full of themselves.
I would be a hobbit on an island somewhere.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't see me right now.
Minding my own fucking business daily. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care about anybody else. I would be helping people, but I wouldn't care about anybody else enforcing my ideals upon you. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd be on the beach.
If I had $5 million, I would do that.
Digging conchs out of a shell.
Right.
Cooking them on an open fire.
I'd be
drinking Coronas.
Laying in a hammock on Costa Rica. You know what
Naked
I mean?
girls with me.
Catching my tan under the palm trees. Like, go.
Stupid.
What are we doing today?
All right, now you got me all dreaming. So, all right, we're going to go.
Well, maybe the podcast will take off one day and we'll make boatloads of
Yeah, okay.
That's from the bunker.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay. All right.
I gonna hold your breath?
No. All right, everybody. We're going to go. We're going to do another episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Joe sucks.
Sucks. All right, where's my cursor?
Big cover.
There it is.
Terrible.
Orange Men out.
Bye, everybody.